Hey, this is David Benjamin. Today I'm going to be reviewing these Xero shoes, and the reason I'm reviewing these shoes today is because my first job in high school, my first real job, was in a shoe store. I learned a lot about shoes during that time, and my first job out of high school was reading, well, my second job was reading meters. And during that time, I had a pair of shoes from a big retail brand that had an elevated heel, meaning the heel in the back was, lifted, and then the toe box, which is the front here, was, pushed together. What most shoe designs look like in today's world. And unfortunately, it led to a lot of knee pain for me. I actually got to a point where every single step that I took, I had knee pain in my right and left knee. And I was 19 years old at the time. So this was incredibly frustrating, and I was looking for solutions, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I come to find out it was my shoes. So fast forward many years later, I discovered Barefoot Minimalist shoes. I started wearing these, and I restored my knee posture. I now no longer have any knee pain. And my body just feels a lot better because of it. So with that being said, Xero shoes I really love for a few reasons. I've had 3 different Barefoot Minimalist shoe design brands, and I must say that personally I found Xero shoes to be the most comfortable and the most truest and authentic Barefoot Minimalist design, and I'll explain what I mean. The heel drop, there's no heel drop, so the heel is completely flat, so it's like you're walking barefoot. It's like you're walking on flat ground. That's the first distinction of a Barefoot Minimalist shoe design brand. The second thing is the toe box. Xero shoes have a wider toe box than any Barefoot Minimalist shoe design company out there. In my experience, I have tried 3 different brands. Their shoe box is the widest. So if you have wider toes or bigger toes in any way, Xero shoes are going to be the most comfortable for you. And even if you don't, giving your toes the most room to wiggle is valuable because your toes have muscles and you have flexibility within your toes. So if you give your toes more room, you build and develop more strength and flexibility within your toes. So, and the third aspect is lightweight. These shoes are incredibly lightweight, and they just give you that ease of walking, and it's enjoyable. So they're incredibly comfortable. They mimic Barefoot Minimalist. Your toes have room to wiggle, and they're lightweight. Another additional feature that I really like about Xero shoes in particular is, see this mesh here, all on the front, and then on the side here, and then on the outside as well? That mesh is the most breathable walking athletic shoe I've ever experienced in my life. I've never experienced such a breathable shoe. The reason I love that is because if my feet are sweaty, they don't maintain all that nasty sweat moisture. In my shoes, which are 2 months old now, there's no gross smell yet. So it's just gonna take longer for my shoes to get nasty, which I love. So it keeps my feet dry, and it keeps some airflow in my feet, which I really love. And they're just incredibly comfortable. I really like their new designs and colors. Initially, Xero shoes, in my opinion, didn't have the best appeal as far as design was concerned, but their form and function was spot on point. Now, however, it looks like, I love this design. I've got multiple compliments. Everywhere I go, I've got multiple compliments on the color of the shoes, the design. I love the color. Green and blue is my favorite color. So the lightweight, breathability, durability, comfort is really important. What you will notice when you start wearing Barefoot Minimalist shoes, especially Xero shoes, is you may have initially a uncomfortable period of like a week or 2, but don't worry because that will pass. What's occurring is your ankle and your feet are developing mobility, flexibility, and strength because they're getting back to, it's like getting back to walking barefoot all the time. So you're taking your foot out of that cast, which was a regular typical shoe that crunched your toes together and elevated your heel and kind of constricted your movement and flow, and you're opening that up again. So it gives your ankle and your leg all this more mobility, flexibility, and strength, and that's a really important thing for health, longevity, posture, everything. So personally, I love Xero shoes. They're my favorite Barefoot Minimalist shoe brand, and I just love the comfort, the color, the design, the breathability, everything about it. So I highly recommend them. It's my #1 shoe company, and there's not another company that I would choose over Xero shoes right now. So check them out. I'll put the link below. If there's any additional information, I'll put all the information below. Hope you enjoyed this review video. I highly recommend Xero shoes. Can't recommend them enough. I recommend them to friends and family all the time. So this is not just something I'm doing for YouTube. This is something I talk about in person. I say, hey, if you're gonna get a pair of shoes, grab Xero shoes because they definitely work the best and they're the truest to the design. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comments, questions below. I'll leave the link, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.